I think pro day went, pretty smooth, pretty decent. Obviously, had a little low back minor, strain, but nothing too serious, nothing major. Think I could have ran a little faster, did some things a little better, but it is what it is. I'm happy with my performance. With the circumstances. But as far as the first safety, I let the people decide that. I just want to go out there, play ball, have fun, and just kind of do my thing. So I'll leave that up to the people to decide.
Okay, we'll go to Pranov.
Trevon, you're one of the best players in the upcoming draft. Can you talk about the journey it took for you to get there?
Yeah, definitely. Just a lot of, just hard work, dedication. I mean, as soon as I got to TCU, they showed me the ropes. They showed me how to be a leader, accountable, and just, kind of the guy on the defense that, tells everybody what to do. It's kind of the quarterback of the defense. So I would just say, just a long journey of hard work, dedication, just being a good person, a good teammate, somebody you can rely on, somebody that shows up every day, wanting to put in the work. So I just say that throughout my whole life. That's what I've been doing to end up where I'm at.
A quick follow-up. Different schemes will be put in by different coaches in the NFL. So will you look to have more of an open mindset when it comes to learning different schemes?
Definitely. That, like I said before, I think being at TCU allowed me to play different spots on the field, just show my versatility. So I think, whatever team comes and gets me, I can fit in their scheme wherever they need me. I just want to be the best at whatever the position they put me at. So I definitely think I can be more versatile and, fill a bunch of needs.
Thanks, Trevon.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to George next.
Hey, Trevon, George Stoya with the Denver Gazette. I was wondering, have you spoken with the Broncos at all?
I have actually recently. Yes, sir. Yep.
How have those conversations gone with the Broncos? And are you familiar at all with their defense? Actually, Justin Simmons signed the highest paying safety contract today. Actually, what do you know about them?
The conversations have been good. The meetings have gone really well. Kind of just background stuff. We're setting one up in the future, possibly. But yeah, I did see Justin Simmons. It was a pretty big deal. I don't know, like you said, I don't know much about them, but I think if they pick me up, I'll obviously be able to go in there and learn the scheme, learn the defense, and be able to, show up.
Okay, we'll go to Peter next.
Hey, Trey, you mentioned, your versatility and your ability to do a little bit of everything. In terms of your conversations with teams, what have they been focused on primarily? Has there been, hey, we want you to play, deep third, deep half. We want you to play more nickel. I mean, what have those conversations been like?
They've actually said the same things I've been saying. They said, they use their safeties in multiple roles. So if you can come here and be versatile, that'll just help you, even more. So they think I can fit in and plug and play anywhere they need me. And that's kind of the talks right now. There hasn't really been any specific positions that they've said. They just say it all over the field, wherever they need me.
And just following up, have you met with the Packers and what was that conversation like, if so?
Yeah. I met with the Packers, a couple good talks, a couple good conversations, just like the rest. Kind of just getting to know me, talking defense. But I think all my interviews have been pretty solid, pretty good. Meetings with teams, I like everybody, so it's been pretty good.
Okay, we'll go to Amos next.
Yeah, I know Sean Payton was out at the pro day today. Just what's it like having, some NFL head coaches checking you out, getting their eyes on you?
Right. Definitely a crazy feeling. Growing up, seeing head coaches coach, great teams, especially. But it's a blessing, to have all these eyes out here watching us, especially some GMs and head coaches. I wasn't too nervous, but I was just ready to go out there and, kind of do my thing with them watching. So it was definitely exciting and a blessing.
And as a follow-up, you mentioned kind of like how your meetings have gone. Is there anything you're trying to show or get across to the coaches in different teams that maybe didn't show up on film?
Man, that's a good question. Probably, I probably just, I would say every team that I talk to, I just try to tell them and show them my versatility, show them that I know defense, that I can communicate and process, that I can do it at all levels, whether it be single high, two high, down the slot. So yeah, I would just say that.
Okay, Greg.
Appreciate it. Hey, it's Greg Sherman, Mr. Bowtie here in San Antonio. First off, Trevon, congrats on the success so far.
Thank you.
We're going to have three guys, it looks like, going into the draft. You, Caden Stearns, as well as Kellen Mond. Two-part question. Number one, just a thought on having three guys from San Antonio that are going to get drafted pretty high. And number two, I guess trying to help represent San Antonio because our high schools haven't had as much success in recent years. Just a thought on both of those, please.
Right. Yeah, I think it's a big time. Like you said, that area isn't really heavily recruited, heavily looked at as a football cities, football area. So I think, us three being able to do that, have that opportunity, just puts, 2-0 on the map, put San Antonio on the map, gives courage to the younger guys looking up to us to do the same thing and to pursue the same goals. But yeah, like you said, I definitely think this will be a big step for San Antonio kids playing any sport. To step up and see that, others done it before them in the same area that they've grown up in.
And a quick follow-up, Ty Summers, of course, a couple of years ago, drafted 226. He's a San Antonio guy. Have you talked to him at all about going through this process since he went through all of this dog and pony show a couple of years ago?
Right. Yeah, he told me a lot. Just, basically everybody's going to want their hand out. Everybody's going to want to, come talk to you, say they know you. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep your loved ones close. Know where you come from, stay humble, and just go out there and have fun.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Alexis next.
Hi, Trey. How are you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm doing well. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Specifically regarding Pro Day and what you wanted to show today, people can't get much higher on you, right? Like they've seen everything that you have done. What particularly, on the field did you want to show today? And albeit, with that back flare up, how do you think that went?
I think I could have put up some faster numbers, especially at my 40. Not to say, a 4.5 is a bad time or high 4.4, but, I've been faster, especially with my back at 100%. I probably was going out there at 85%. But yeah, I think I would have liked to do my shuttle drills at full speed. I trained at Exos in Frisco. So the guys up there, Brent Calloway, have helped me a lot. And I think my times are just, were really good. And I would like to show them that. But yeah, it is what it is. Can't take it back, but I'm definitely blessed and thankful for this opportunity.
Great. Thank you so much. Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go to Gonzala.
Hey, Trevon, Steven Gonzalo from Argentina. I want to ask you, who is your role model at the professional level? Which type of player do you like to see in those games?
Definitely, I like watching Jamel Adams. Just how he controls the defense, how he communicates, how he makes plays, is everywhere on the field. I love watching him at LSU. Man, I just love watching that guy play football because he loves it. But there's a lot of great players, great safeties that that have been in the game that I love to watch. But I definitely would say I model myself after Jamel Adams just by the way he communicates and commands the defense is a quarterback of the defense.
Okay, Drew Davison.
Yeah, Trey, just wanted to get your take. Have the Cowboys talked to you? What do you know about them? Obviously, they could use some secondary help.
I haven't really talked too much to the Cowboys. I know I think I got a meeting coming up, so we'll see. But yeah, definitely that'd be cool wherever I go. So just like I said before, it's a blessing just to even go through this. Excited to see where I land. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, and then just a quick follow. Joe Witt, who is running the DB drills today for y'all, new coach for the Cowboys. I know it's just one day and a couple hours, but what'd you make of him and kind of going through some drills with him?
Yeah, he was a really cool guy, really helpful. I made sure, we knew everything that we were supposed to do, the right technique, right way to turn, all that, made sure we were straight before we even, did the drill. So I think, he helped us calm nerves, made sure we knew, what was coming up, what was next. And he gave us time to, catch our breath, even though we weren't super tired, but, he just made sure he wanted us to get the best times and the best look we could possible.
Andrew Freeman.
Hey, Trayvon. Just wanted to ask if you've had any conversations with the Chicago Bears.
I have not yet, but like I said, with the Cow, I do have a couple meetings with them coming up, so I'm excited and looking forward to meeting with them.
And have you watched any Eddie Jackson film just to study him and take anything away from his game at all?
To be honest, I have not. No, sir.
All right, thank you.
Yep, appreciate it.
Hey, Nick Farabaugh.
Hey, Trayvon. I wanted to know about, you're mainly a free safety working in the back end, but how do you feel in the slot against man coverage, and how are you working to really improve that eye discipline that you need both as a free safety and in the slot and man coverage? And then another question, have you had any contact with the Steelers?
First question, I would say I definitely feel comfortable and confident playing in the slot. Like I said earlier, being at TCU, they put me in a lot of positions, especially coming down in the slot and covering man. So I feel really confident, really comfortable. They've showed me a lot, especially with technique. And then just eye discipline, just trusting what you've been practicing, trusting what you see on film, trusting your leverage. I mean, a lot of things go into it. So I think, just going each day, that's something you improve on in practice. But yes, I have talked to the Steelers. I think, like I said before, I have a couple more meetings scheduled with them too. So I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, we'll go to San Antonio next, and Chuck.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you guys. Hey, Trayvon, can you tell me, when you were at Smithson Valley, how much of a role model was Andrew Sendejo for you back then? And do you have much of a relationship, outside of just looking at him as maybe, somebody that came before you?
Right. I never personally knew Andrew, but I remember my times at Smithson Valley in high school. We'd hear about him all the time, what a great role model he was, a leader. And so, being at Smithson Valley, I think he was probably one of the only guys that came out and played in the league. So, especially as a young guy in high school, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to chase that dream and to be there, with Andrew and say, he came from Smithson Valley and was able to go to the league. So,
okay. Also, are you squatting 600 pounds? Is that true or a myth?
That is true. That is true. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one final up, if you don't mind. When you committed to TCU, we heard, and I hope this, I don't get the story wrong, that, a lot of other schools naturally decided to try and come and make you change your mind. Why were you in a position, did you feel like that you wanted to keep your commitment to TCU, and once you gave your word was your word, and that was the final thing?
Yep. I would say I didn't really have too many teams, coming at me trying to pull me away from TCU. I think as soon as I committed to TCU, it was pretty much a done deal. I love the atmosphere. I love the coaching staff. I love the whole tradition. And I just love the small community feel, but big time football. But like you said, I don't think, I really didn't have that problem. Once I was set on TCU, I was set, man. I loved it from the start, so I love it now. So I'm repping them all the way.
And what about, do you know Mond and Stearns personally?
I do know Caden. I think I maybe met Kellen one time. I know I played him in high school when he was at Reagan, but I don't know him too well. No.
Thank you for your time, young man. Appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, we'll go back to Drew Davison, Star Telegram.
Sorry, I meant to take my hand down.
Okay, no problem. I will go back. Peter Bukowski. Peter? Okay, Gonzalo?
Oh, sorry. I want to ask you, what do you think you can bring to the professional level with you or to the team that could draft you? What do you think the skills that you are bringing to them?
Definitely versatility, like I mentioned before, just being a player that can fill in multiple spots if they need me to. And then communication, processing, and then just being a great teammate, a leader, and just somebody who wants to find a role and be the best at it, no matter what it is.
Okay, we'll go about 2 more questions. Your boy Q.
Hey Trevon, many different mock drafts have you going as high as number 17 to the Raiders. One, have you had a chance to talk to them, and what does it mean to you to know that you're most likely going to be a first round draft pick?
I have talked to the Raiders a little bit. Bunch of great guys, great conversations, great meetings. But your second question, I mean, it's a blessing, man. This is all I ever wanted. I want to go in the first round, but hey, I mean, anywhere I go, whatever round, it doesn't matter. I'm just blessed for this opportunity.
Okay, we'll go back to Greg.
Appreciate it. Wanted to ask you, of course, about Trey Flowers, another San Antonio guy. He plays safety in the NFL. What has he told you, if anything, about the adjustments you're going to have to make going from the Big 12 to the NFL?
I mean, kind of. We haven't spoken, about more X's and O's, but I would say more along the lines of what Ty told me. Making sure keep the loved ones safe, and secure, keep them tight. Everybody's going to want to hand out. Everybody's going to want to know you and talk to you and say they did this with you. But at the end of the day, you just got to know your roots, stay humble, and, keep grinding.
And I'm sure Levi Williams in a couple of years will be asking you for that same advice, since you and him played a lot of pitch and catch up at Smithson Valley.
Right. And I'll be happy to give them to him, man. He's next up. So.
Okay, we'll go back to Chuck. You're on mute, Chuck.
Sorry, fellas, didn't realize I had my hand up. So, Trevon, what's next? I mean, how do you more prepare for what's going to go on between now and the draft?
Yeah, so my plan is going back up to Exos in Frisco, where I've been training at, do some rehab, make sure my body is right, maybe do some light training up until, draft day. So that's kind of my plan. We'll see where it goes from there, but looking forward to the draft. I'm looking forward to, the next step.
Thank you.
Okay, Matthias, for the last question.
Thank you. Trevor, first of all, congratulations for your career in TCU and going for the NFL draft. Like you answered, like a lot of teams put you in the first round, like is it 10, 17, what pick it is. Like last year, we have Anthony Wakefield that go for the Buccaneers, like a high pick safety too, and make a direct impact on the team. You think that you can bring the same kind of energy and impact that he bring for the Tampa Bay defense last year?
Yep, definitely. Like I've mentioned a lot. I mean, TCU has prepared me for everything, even off the field. So I think, if a team needs me and they want me, I'm gonna go in there and make an impact right from the start, right from the jump. So yeah, we'll see.